Hey everyone, I'm currently about to move, so I decided before I take this down to package up for moving, I would showcase it. I do believe I have every sticker variant for Super Mario 64. I just realized when putting the video together that there was a glare on some of the carts with the plastic case on top. So I'm gonna upload pictures. I might put them at the end of the video, or I'll just upload a link to them so you can take a closer look at the high-res pictures. So I'm gonna kind of jump around too, but I'll start down here with the Chinese one, the iQue. It's a controller that's pretty much the console built into it. So I have Super Mario 64 on that. Here it is here, and the game is stored on the card underneath the controller. Next, I have, just start at the top. I have the soundtrack on CD, a couple little extra things I have. I also have the players walkthrough booklets. I have like an official Nintendo Power one and some Brady Games strategy guide one. But yeah, so let's start. This is the Playtronic, or the Brazilian sticker variant. So that's what the front looks like. And on the back, it's slightly different than normal. It has a little Playtronic sticker as well. So that's the Brazilian one. And then up here I have two not for resales. So these are pretty much the same, just one's unique. So here's a not for resale. The backs of Super Mario 64 do not have a not for resale demo only sticker on the back. I believe there's another game that doesn't as well, but Super Mario doesn't. This one, however, was owned by a video game counselor, Don Berlin. So he used to work for Nintendo, and you could call in the hotline if you were having trouble. He would answer and help you walk through the game. Also, this was his as well, the GoldenEye. It's not a not for resale, but this was also Don Berlin's when he worked at Nintendo. So those were the not for resales. Up next, I guess I'll start here. So the poster was signed by Charles Martinet. When I met him and did pictures with him, he signed my poster, made it out to me. Super Joshua, you are number one. Yahoo, like, he did the voice. He was awesome when he did it. I also got a cart signed from him. My friend Phil got this for me. I gave him the cart to have him signed because I was unable to go on that trip. So he got it signed for me as well. So that's just a regular, like, first version USA sticker variant. It's not a million seller, it's just the kids to adults, so it was the earlier version. So, and then I have another one that isn't signed. Same version, it's just this one was signed by Charles Martinet. Then we got the million seller kids to adults. These are all NTSC North American. So that's the million seller. Then we got the North American million seller that's rated E. So these, I believe this was the last one to come out. And down here, next we got the PAL from Europe. So this was actually one of the earlier ones because the official Nintendo seal is a lot smaller than normal. So this is the European PAL version with the small seal of Nintendo. So you can tell the difference here. I have a boxed PAL version and I took the card out. So notice how much bigger the official seal is compared to the small one next to it. It's kind of hard to see, but there's quite a difference. So they're both the same, it's just I believe this one came out first and there was a much smaller run, and then this one came out. And then I'll stick with the PAL. This goes to the Australian So this is Australian PAL version, just the regular first one. And there's the back. And then we got the million seller from the Australian PAL version. There's the back of that one. I guess next I'll do the Japanese. So this is the first version, Japanese. That's the back. And then this is the second one, the Shindao. That works with the Rumble Pack. And then up here, so we got the Comboy, or the South Korean version. This was one of the hardest ones for me to get, aside from the not for resale that was owned by Don Berlin, the game counselor. But this is the Comboy version of South Korea. And there's the back. And then next we got the Malaysian, Singapore, and Indonesia only one. This is another tricky one to come across. I got two of these, but this is my nicer one I acquired later. The first one I overpaid because I was real desperate to complete, and I ended up using this one now as my main one I usually play, and it's got a ketchup stain on the back. That's why I wanted a nicer one, so I upgraded to the one up there. This is the one I play with a lot. So that's the Singapore, Malaysia one. And then next we have is this Hong Kong? Yep. So this is the Hong Kong version. Here's the back. And then we got the the English appearing Taiwan version. So there's like two different Taiwan versions. There's one that's like looks like it's in English, and one that looks more Japanese. So this is the English looking one. And then I have the box of the Japanese looking one. This is, my wife made me this piranha plant with a 3D pen. Keep that there. But here's the cart, the Taiwanese Japanese looking one. And there's the back. So these are the two from Taiwan. Yeah, let me know if I'm missing any. I really hope I'm not, because this was really hard to acquire and I would like to be done. There is one for the Nintendo 64 disk drive, I believe, but that wasn't really an official release, so I'm not really going after that one, and I believe there's only one in existence. But that's the only other Super Mario 64 for Nintendo 64 hardware that I know of. But I do believe I have all the sticker variants.
No! No!
These photos are terrible.